So this was the image that was given to us where? In slavery. So now we are reading the Bible, and the Bible is giving us a different description. Let's examine this again.
You're basically saying that God is like black.
Of course, God is black. God is black. Why do you think we get this color? Why do you think none of our sisters, the first thing they do is straighten out their hair? Because of this image. Because of this image. Once you read these things, that means if you believe the Bible, you're supposed to adhere to these, okay? As a Caymanian in terms of, not a Caymanian, but one of the children of Israel. Okay? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. So what's your name, brother?
Dylan.
Oh? Dylan? My name is Ashton. Big up yourself, bro. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses speak unto all Israel.
So here what he said, bro? He said, these be the words which Moses spake unto who?
Israel.
All Israel. So if you attend to the Bible and say, boy, you're one of God's children, that means you're an Israelite.
Yeah.
Alright. Read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. So guess what happened now, brother Dylan? We are going at some curses and blessings. I want you to tell me who these fit. Okay? Because remember, you say you believe the Bible. Alright, read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, verse 28. Chapter 28, verse 1.
Read.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
No, it said it shall come to pass, meaning what? Future prophecy. It said it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. So brother Dylan, I'm going to ask you now, what is the voice of God? Huh? The voice of God is the Bible. Because God not going to come and talk to you. Why? Because he don't give the prophet the word already. So read on.
To observe and do all his commandments.
Stop. No, it say you have to hearken, you have to observe, and you have to do, because do is what kind of word? Do is an action word.
Yeah.
So you have to observe, hearken, observe, and you have to do the commandments. Read.
Which I command thee this day.
So aren't we living the same way? So we are still in a day. That means the law is still up. Read.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So now it's saying if we hearken and do all his commandments, it say what? He will put us above every nation on the earth. I'm going to ask you now, brother. Is Cayman, the Cayman Island, above everybody on the earth? Are the people of Cayman? Okay, so that means that means we don't attain to this. Read that again, verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Read verse 2.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So you think Cayman is a blessed place now, as in the people of Cayman?
Yeah.
I'm talking the people of Cayman. You said they are a blessed people.
Yeah.
So why we have so much, what do you call it now? We are a blessed people, yet still we are at the bottom of the society. Yeah, am I lying? Because remember, you know, he said we are going to be a blessed people. Alright, let me show you the flip side of that. Because we are not blessed now, you know, because we are under curses. Verse 15.
Yeah, I got one now still.
Deuteronomy
Just 2 minutes.
chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
So me I gotta ask you, bro, is curse a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
A curse is a bad thing. So remember, you know, we just read about the blessing now. If we do what God says, he will put us what? Above all nations. But he said, no, if you don't hearken and do what I say, I'm going to do what? Put what? Curses. So we are going to read a few curses now, and you tell me who these curses fit. Because you know, said today we went to Pedro Castle. And the history of Pedro Castle is that the Caymanian, so-called, that was here from Perth, they were all slaves back then. It don't change, brother. Read.
Verse 16. Curse shall be in the city.
Stop. So it's a curse shall thou be in the city. So when you're checking a Cayman cities now, your Cayman have Georgetown. So when it's a curse in the city, what do you think it means when it's a curse shall thou be in the city? What do you think it means, bro?
I tell him so that don't make no sense.
Eh? No, not so we should, yeah, we know we're not supposed to be sinning. But when it's a curse shall thou be in the city, it's talking about the same people that will be cursed in the city. Example, who used to do the garbage work then? Like who used to go around and pick up garbage? As in the Caymanians. No, sometimes you have a few people from Jamaica or whatsoever, or Spanish. They are the same people. You understand? So it's a curse, we are going to be cursed in the city. Meaning all of the low paying jobs them, we will have those. And that's a curse. You understand? Read.
Curse shall be in the field.
And curse shall thou be in the field. When it's a curse shall thou be in the field, back then who used to pick the cotton? Black people. Today we was at Pedro Castle, and that was what the brother was telling us. The Caymanians was picking cotton. So we know that the Caymanians, so-called Caymanians, are the one of the children of Israel. Read that again.
Verse 16. Curse shall be in the city, and curse shall be in the field.
So we are cursed in the city, and we are cursed in the field as a nation of people. Remember the argument was, if we do what God says, what will happen? He will bless us. But if we don't do what God says, He will curse us. So this curse fit who? The Caymanians, the Jamaicans, the Spanish. You understand? Because we are the same people. Read verse 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Because we get that information today. The so-called Caymanians was given unto another people. And they were what? Slaves. The brother tell us 895 people was slaves in Cayman back, I think in the 1600s. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fall with longing for them all the day long.
No, when you're looking for your children, because they were sent to another plantation. You look all day, you look all night, you can't see your children come. You know that make you feel? Imagine you have your daughter and your son with you, and then take your daughter and your son and send them to another plantation. That cannot be good. That's trauma. That's a curse. Read.
And there shall be no might in their hand.
And we will not have any might. We didn't have any might to what? To get back our kids. We didn't have any military might, and we didn't have any economic might. You understand, bro? So you understand what we are saying now? As a nation of people, we are the one that the curses fit. The curses does not fit the white man, because the white man is running Cayman. It does not fit the Arab man. It does not fit the Chinese man. It does not fit any of these other nations, but we, the black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, so-called Jamaican and Caymanians, we are the children of Israel. May I ask you one more question before you go, bro? What Christ looks like? Nobody knows? You sure? Alright, just give me one more minute. Check this out. Give me Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. Because remember this, bro. That's what Christian says. Nobody knows what Christ looks like. So when Christ was on the earth, how would they take him and crucify him then? What did he look like when he was on the earth?
Like a human?
Yeah, then, you said nobody never seen that. So if he looks like a human, how did he look? How human beings look? Alright, let me show you. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hair.
1 verse 1.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the word revelation, remember I say no, nobody never seen him. But remember he was on the earth. And they kill him down, crucify him. So if he was on earth and they crucify him, he must look somewhere, he must look like someone though. So we are going to read what he looks like now. He said the revelation of Jesus Christ. The word revelation means to reveal. Read.
14.
Yeah, man.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
No, the first description we get is saying the head, the hair on his head, and the hair on his face was white like wool. Read.
As white as snow.
And it was fully white. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And he said he had red eyes. Because remember, bro, we get an image of Christ. We get an image of Christ. Let's see if we have it here. This is the description the Bible gave us. We have an image here now. Because I know you're supposed to know this image. So this was the image that was given to us where? In slavery. So now we are reading the Bible, and the Bible is giving us a different description. Let's examine this again.
You're basically saying that God is like black.
Of course, God is black. God is black. Why you think we get this color? Why you think none of our sisters, the first thing they do is straighten out their hair? Because of this image. Because of this image. When you see a girl reach 12 years old, the first thing the mother do is what? Use the curling iron and do what? Straighten out her hair. Why you think she do that? Because of this image. Alright, give me read Revelation 1 and verse 14 again.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
Look, no, check the knowledge. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
No, we are going to examine it now. He said his head and his hair were white like wool. Come here, brother Dylan. Let me show you something. Alright, we have two images here. This was the one that we got. And this is the one. We have two different images, okay? This is a description. This was the one they gave to us. Alright, so he said his head and his hair were white like wool. Alright, so does this hair look like woolly hair? What does this hair look like? Alright, so that's strike one against this brother. Okay? Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
No, the description of Christ is hair on his head and the hair on his beard, they are fully white. And his eyes was a flame of fire. Why? Give me Genesis 49 verse 12. Because this is what? This was a prophecy that was spoken from in Genesis. That it will come what? And we'll just read that and see what it says. So we have two strikes against this image. The hair on his head, this is what? Stringy hair. And this is the description that the Bible gave us. Read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
So we just read in Revelation, says eyes shall be red. Read Revelation 1 verse 15. So people, what we are doing now, we are showing what? The image of Christ. What he looks like based upon scriptures. Because the image that we get from our slave masters, the description of the Bible is saying something different. Revelation 1 verse 15.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now when John the Revelator looked down on Christ's foot, he said his feet like unto fine brass. What is the color of brass? Can anybody come and tell me what the color of brass is?
Y'all two stay together.
Can anybody come here and tell me what the color of brass is? Read.
As fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
No, he said his feet were like fine brass, as if they were burned in a furnace. When you check on this is not brass burned in a furnace. This is brass burned in a furnace. So this is strike 3 against this image. So we know this image is the false image. That's the Antichrist. Read.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
And Christ speak loud. Christ speak loud. So who did Christ came for? We want to know, sister. Who did Christ came for? Who did Christ came for? Because we know right now that Christ does not look like this. Because the Bible does not support this one. Christ, this is the description the Bible talks about in Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom. What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example.